competing for the different competition. So how and what are the major factors involved behind, So how and what are the major factors involved behind the map creation? What are the important features? And how we present all the maps, different types of maps you people are heard in your studies in preparing for the competitions, how we are preparing and how we are presenting all type of maps into a book form that is called Atlas. So as all you know, the map is a representation of an area of Earth, or basically any place, whatever you are looking around, maybe your school, the park area of your society, your city, your country, state, or wherever you are living. So this, whatever you are presenting on a map is basically your creation in a form of map to present the details of the area, and the showcase is called maps. So it's a combination of different type of map in different presentation when we need to present it in a book form that is called Atlas. And so in a very simple language and definition, we can say Atlas is a collection of various types of maps of Earth or a specific region of the Earth. I have summarized today's presentation in a few slides, which I will explain and discuss simultaneously. And everyone who can raise queries, leave their message in the chat box or at the end of the presentation. So I'm starting it. As you all know, today's topic is Atlas and its importance for how we are presenting maps in Atlas. So what are the factors and what we will get today's presentation? How to use an Atlas and reading an Atlas, we will get to know. And then how do we need to an Atlas along with the regular educational books for the SST. This Atlas and this presentation is basically for the mid to high school level students and the readers who preparing for the different competition examinations. So before proceeding, in today's sessions, we will do some intermediate interactivities, and at the end of the this session, we will have a quiz, which mentioned in the beginning of this presentations. So before proceeding, I'm just sharing one small quick exercise to everyone. What type of maps you heard in your studies or wherever you have been gone through?
Rajesh, please press escape.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So in chat, you will receive, everyone will receive one link. So I'm sharing it here. Please open this link.
Everybody, please use this link of menti.com. Please visit.
Just open it
and
or just
participate
click
in the
on
activity.
This. Yeah.
Rajesh, in the meantime, you can show the real-time screen of people participating and responding to the whole
Yes,
activity.
yes, sure, sure.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic one. People are is entering
Yeah, I can see
very
13
closely, very
participants.
closely. So yeah, in the meantime, people who want to fill, just fill it. It will, yes, lots of maps I'm seeing here. It's a road map, political map, physical map, thematic map, and very closely what actually. So I'm showing my screen, what actually I have summarized different type of maps. Most of the maps you people are fantastically entered the right one. So see, everyone can see that one. So these are the maps. Different type of maps we encountered in SST books of geography, history, GK books, or preparing for any competition examination. So some of the terms I have mentioned here is terminology associated with the maps also. So GIS, yes, what Himanis explained, geographical information system based on today's scenarios, like you see the Google Map, Bing Map, and other online platforms. Map key, and one more thing I can see here, it's a cardinal, legend. These are the terminology we will see in the coming slides. So moving forward. So what we will get today in this presentation is basics of maps and atlas. All of you are very much aware of the maps and atlas in your day-to-day life. Whoever used atlas from the different categories, school, world, or mid-level or higher level atlas. So everything is behind there. What are the basics for creation of maps and atlas? And second, how we can engage these days children through the digital resources and teach SST books with maps. SST can be geography, political, history, or anything, even environmental science, EVS we teach from below class 5, below class 6. So these are the basics of maps. I will go one by one, not in very detail, but definitely I will try to explain as much as easiest way possible to everyone. So what are the basics of maps? I categorize into 3 parts. That's a map, cartography, and atlas. And second one is map classification. If you prepare maps and haphazard, previous slides you have seen lots of maps are there. So how we can classify and categorize into different specific features like. And the third one is what are the importance for the educational books. In basics of maps, I will explain first maps and cartography, and then associated with the atlas and map classification. In the next slides, so these are the different classification, means lots of maps you have seen over there. In the previous slides, you people are entered fantastically. The physical maps, one more things I want to just tell everyone, please concentrate each and every slides. This will help you in participation, the quiz at the end of this session. Everything you will get from here only. even the interactivity in between we will get from here only. So first is physical maps. Any type of geographical features you people sees around, any mountain ranges, river, valleys, mountain hills, plateaus, whatever the things. If it is consistent to one map, is called physical map. This is very basic definitions. Similarly, for the political maps, any type of border, international border, country border, state border, even the pin, local block level border, if we are presenting anything into the map is political maps, and places name with the symbols, different type of colorful symbols you will see. And the third category is thematic map. And thematic map based on different type of theme as its heading suggests, thematic. So population, climate, demographic, anything, whatever you are showing into the map in form of chart and everything is thematic maps. And fourth one is historical map based on the different historical events in the past, maybe simultaneously 2 events, 3 events in Indian part concerned in other place over the earth. Gupta period, some example I have given here. So historical event is historical maps. In history books, you will see from class 6, 7, 8 to 10. And somewhere it is Indian history, somewhere it is world history also. So any type of historical event is under the historical maps. And the fifth one, that is very important for classification, that is chart and figure, which support the specific topics. If we are preparing thematic maps, we are preparing political maps or physical maps, anything. So which supports chart and figure to help students or reader understand that specific topics. So you can see here in left-hand side, I am showing some symbols, some lines, which is border one. In right-hand side, you can see it's not consist all type of symbols, but few of them I have mentioned here. It's a relief, this type of, anyone can tell which type of map is in the left side or right-hand side, easily understand. You will see such type of symbols in the maps. So yes, what we explained just in the previous slides, this is political map and this one is physical map. I hope I'm clearing any type of doubt related to this. So these are some examples of the physical map and political map. I have taken these images from our Eschand Atlas. So left one is the physical map. You can see the physical features. Here is a peak is given, lots of color shades are given. That is basically the relief features, river zone, mountain passes are here. And right hand side, you can see there is a border, international border you will see, state border, because this is an India map, we are covering larger area on a small part. So not possible to show all type of political and physical map. So these are the political map, and this reference is basically not specific for political, even we can show in physical map in the form of legend or whatever the color sets we are presenting. So these are the symbols and these are features in the political one. The next slide, I'm explaining, giving you one example of this. This is a thematic map. I'm presenting here one crop maps. I have taken one page from our book. So this is based on the crops. So theme is crop. So you also see there is a heading is given crops and India map it is showing, and this is a thematic. So we are highlighting everything on our particular pages of the atlas or a map. So this shows which type of map it is. So thematic based, and the second right hand side is a historical map. I have shown here India, Ashoka periods with their what was India was look like in that ancient period. And second one is the sacred movements, the sites we are presenting in India in different states. So most of them are covered under the SST syllabus. You all are aware of this while teaching and everything in the schools. So we have seen that the first basics of maps and atlas was that classification of maps. The second part was map creation, cartography, atlas, and everything. So how we are creating map before presenting into the atlas or different type of maps. This is not just a graphic things to draw everything, whatever you are seeing. So you can make such type of things in the park or layman, like earlier we used to, before 15-20 years before, when the softwares were not available. So pen and pencil and tripod, and people used to visit the places and draw on the paper as much as correct possible. So nowadays technology has improved. So everyone know this is a globe. Normally our earth looks like a sphere ball, globe like we are representing. This is a 3D form of world map you can see. But day-to-day life, for teaching a student, for reading a world, is not possible on a sphere to present everything. So that's why we need a map. So from transforming from 3D to 2D platform is basically such type of, the left one is the 3D formation in a globe form, and this is a flat 2D or a paper like. We are just opening a globe in a paper form. So world map. So this is the process. There is a process behind 3D to 2D transformation. What different process we follow while preparing any type of map, whether it is a political, physical, thematic, world map, anything. So in this preparation, we will see some important topics I will cover. So what are the mapping process we follow? What are the mapping elements is required, must be in one map? And third part we will cover, that is a world time zone. So I believe everyone aware, lots of thinking how we are presenting maps in a box and everything is plotted in the different symbols. What are the logic behind this? So map making process, I will explain the next slides, and map elements consider under the map making process, and world time zone. So two elements of mapping elements I will explain here, which is very important for students for examination purpose in their class, or for the competition purpose in any type of competition they are appearing. So this will explain scale and projection. So how we are transferring the 3D to 2D part. So the basic of map making process, first we are considering area, which area we want to map it or drawn it or want to study it. So first we have to decide area, whether it is a small area or a big area, country level, city level, world level. Then we collect from that particular area all type of data available, whether it is someone has asked scale area. Okay, I will explain at the end because I'm not getting what exact it means into. So I will explain later. So second part is the data collection of that particular area we will see. And then data manipulation and simplification. So these are the vast thing. We are not doing day-to-day life in making map, but the technology, the softwares, the GIS is play important role behind this all in why we do manipulation. If we are making a true map, yes, the 3D map, if we are plotting on the 2D part, there will be a distortion, deviation, and everything. That's why we require manipulation. Some manipulation with the help of as closest as possible, and simplification to simplify for presentable form. The next one is apply whatever the data we have collected and manipulated, apply on our map, what the area has been selected. The next one, this is the data analysis. So we have to analyze the data, because lots of data we can collect, but we cannot present all the information in one map. So as per the interest and requirement, we do data analysis and then place all type of symbols, graphics, color schemes, and variables onto our map. So to make map more readable and user-friendly. So next is a production method. So it's a layout, designing, and make a book form. These are the production method. And at the last one is the user, we people, how we read, how we analyze ourselves, how we interpret, and what type of decision we are making. So this is a very simple flow chart. I tried to explain here. So for the mapping process, what are the theory behind this? We are not teaching at the school level this, but in higher level, these are the important factors. And in data collection, people are also teaching survey method and everything. Survey, what type of, with the help of GPS, you can see in Google Map, there is a latitude, longitude, and everything is there. So the next one is mapping elements. We already explained the process of map making. I'm showing here one map is here, political map, India political, with given name of different mapping element here. One is title, data frame. So this is the title. Here you can see in the top, we have mentioned India political is a title. So by this name, any title on the map, user can understand what type of map they are looking and this is correct map or not. So data frame is this black line you can see outside. This is the frame area in which we want to plot our map. So next one is map scale. You can see here, I'm trying to show, this is the scale part. Next is north arrow is here plotted here. Boundaries, you see here it is a boundary, what part is given, international borders. So these are the boundary. Even this coastline is a boundary. No, because the water area has different process to show their boundary area. So here it is only the international boundaries. If you are talking about the boundaries, so international border, or if you are making a state map to the state border. So it is a boundary. So that's why I called it boundary. The legend or reference, here it is, the symbology we have used in the particular map, why we need to, how people can understand which symbol is what they explain to. So we need to show by the reference legend, or it is a showcase of the symbol reference. And the last but not the least is a graticule. Graticule is this line you see here. I have shown, and some degree is given there, is called graticule, or also called its grid. I hope it is clear for everyone. So next, the first part was the mapping element, second was the projection. So these all are projection things and scale. Scale and projection we already explained. So 2 elements among the 7 elements we explained in the previous slides. I will explain here 2 elements, which is very important. So users should understand why it is required scaling and projection. So we cannot plot complete things, everything, the biggest area, so 100 kilometer by 100 kilometer on A4 size of paper. So that's why we required to squeeze everything and plot into one A4 size or whatever the required platform. So that's why we required scale. So squeezing is scale. So we cannot squeeze directly from our wish to from top to bottom, from bottom to left, right, anything. So we have to proportionate it. Everyone is know this is the major task of the map preparation, to calculate the scale and choose the right projection system. So scale, it can be a small scale map or large scale map. people are, even in the college student are confused about in one go, what are the small scale map or a large scale map. Very simple to explain student. Small scale is small area or small detail, you can say, and cover the large area. I'm sorry, small scale, it is considering for small detail into the map, and large scale means large detail we are showing. Suppose we want to make a map of our society. So we can plot all the buildings, blocks, roads, and everything, each and every details. So that will be large scale. Small scale for small details. So we are plotting India map. Just in previous India political map, I explained, we can't show each and every city or block or district level in that smaller part. So less detail we are plotting. So that is called small scale map. So what type of scale? So this is also type of scale, small scale and large scale, but this is very broader. So if I'm talking about the type of scales, means which type of scale you are plotting on the map. In previous slides, if we go back, so you see this is here, I have written 1 centimeter is equal to 160 centimeter. So this is a one type of scale representation. And third is the scale calculation. If we know already what are the small scale, large scale, and type of scale, and then the third one is coming how we are calculating scale. So then coordinate system. So everyone is very much aware there these days, everyone using smartphone for the Google Map. So on a desktop or anywhere, you can see one value is XY is given. Though that is the basically XY is a coordinates things. So coordinate system is vary from area to area or country to country. So local area also important. So third, the final one for the projection is first to choose the coordinate system, then apply the projection system. So the globe has suppose in a equator part, you can see too much area is shown, but in the polar side is conical part. So we cannot plot each and every part of globe on a platform or to paper area is in everywhere and in the same passion. We have to apply different type of projection coordinate systems. So these are the software we have available here, which help us to plot our map in particular projection or area. If we know it is India, then we will choose that particular coordinate and the systems. So in the previous slides, you've shown that. So this is the scale is here, large scale and small scale I just talked about. So the right one is the small scale. We see the different type of highways is given and one or two important features. But in the large scale, too much details of the society or maybe the numbers of the house and everything is given. So depend. If we're talking about the small scale, means big area we want to show with less details, and large scale, if we are talking for the city or maybe that a town area or the school map or a park map or a society map, this everything will come under this one. So type of scale is 3 type of scale we are plotting, we are giving. One is ratio scale, graphic scale, and third is the statement scale. In the previous slides, you have seen 1 centimeter is equal to 160 kilometer we provided in the form of scale. So ratio scale, graphic form, or maybe the bar form, you have maybe seen in the maps, different type of map. And ratio scale, if we are talking RF also called reflection fraction. So 1:, something, 1:500, 1:50. Might be you have seen in the topo sheet, it is mentioned 1:50,000. It is mentioned. And the third one is for the scale is the scale calculation. So I will in next slide show very simple and I will try to explain. So I have chosen here 2 maps. One is the I have taken from the Google. One is from our Atlas or maybe any book you can say. whatever the book, you don't know about the scale of that particular one. So why we have taken a Google map? Any map you can choose, Google, Bing, anything, whatever, but we need to calculate a scale of map. For that purpose, we need to know one reference map from which we can calculate scale. So without reference, you cannot calculate scale. For this purpose, we have chosen very simply 2 points. Everyone know what are the definition of this very basic definition. It is a ratio between the 2 places on the map with the actual distance on the ground. So first is 2 places on the map. So these 2 places on the map, New Delhi and Bangalore, I have mentioned here. And same 2 places is mentioned on the Google map. And we know that the area from Bangalore to New Delhi actually is how much? It is 1734 kilometer. The aerial distance we can easily measure. But on map, it is 7.3 centimeter. For calculating scale, one is very important things. You have to bring both the distances on common platform. It is in kilometer, this one is in centimeter. So we have to convert 1734 kilometer into centimeter, then make a ratio. It's a very easy and it's not difficult, but it's a mathematical calculation, yes. So see, I have converted into kilometer. It is, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So centimeter and this one. So on the definition, 2 places, distance between the 2 places on the map and the actual distance on the ground. So here is 3 different type of scale: ratio scale, graphic scale, and statement scale. For you people, I've just converted this. You can check it from your also map. If you're taking any map without scale, or you can tell the students to calculate the scale with the reference, you can provide it. So this is a 7.3 divided by this, and this is this. So 1 is to 2 point, you can say it is 23 million or 23.75 if the 2 decimals we have to use, or maybe 3, whatever, or maybe we can make it round. For India is a very bigger country, so we can make it as 23 or maybe 24 million. In graphic, simply what in the previous slides of India map, it is 1 centimeter is equal to this much kilometer, or this in million. If you are talking about India, Asia, and other forms, so we always use in kilometer or meter or feet or yard. So feet, meter, and yard. If it, I'm giving you one very quick tip, it is here. So if it is feet, meter, yard scale is given, then it will be large scale map. If more than 50 kilometer or 20 kilometer like area, or maybe even 10 kilometer area, so it will be the small scale part. And graphic representation is here. So this is the just representation, not calculated exactly, but we have to calculate. The bar is showing the 1 centimeter, and that particular is 300 kilometer or like that. So I believe everyone has noticed what we have done in the previous slides. So we will do one very quick and small activity here. I'm sharing you a link on chat. For everyone. Please open that. And you can see what is that particular. We have just explained everything. Please fill your.
Rajesh, can you just switch over to your browser and show us what the participants are participating in?
Yeah, that can be. See, I'm switching it.
Yeah.
So participation, I will see at the end in this case.
All right, all right, all right,
Manish.
all right.
I will show everything once they will
So
participated in.
So basically we'll be able to see the results directly, right?
Right. So please fill your name, your school name and place name, wherever it is written name only. Geeta Rawat unable to do. You just copy and paste. Label map, you have to drag. You have to drag that bullet, particular bullet on the map. It is the bullet is given. So I'm showing it here for you. Okay, that's fine. One has submitted, no problem. I received 11 people have submitted. So who ABC? I don't know who was that. I received. It's a four people has done 7 of 7. So you people must be you can see result on your screen even also. Yeah, we can. Yeah, definitely student enjoy and learn quickly plotting places like this. And yes, we can make it more difficult class wise from 1 to 5 is differently, and 6, 7, 8 for different topics. We can make and plot it and share with everyone. So I'm moving to slide. So next is third part was, first was the how to make a map presentation, and map preparation time. Second was the map element, and third was the world time zone. This is very, very important part. People ignored it. World time zone always in the atlas, shown in the last of book. So yes, reason world time zone is for the highest student. It's a calculation times. They should know exactly. Even in the competition, we can see. So why we have a different type of time zone around the world we are seeing. This is the reason. Everyone is very easily in class 6, we started teaching. So Earth is divided into 24 time zone. So how we are calculating 24 time zone, from where it comes. So see, the Earth is rotating 24 hours. It takes 24 hours to rotate around the sun. And for one complete rotation, it covers 360 degree. So if you are, no, sorry, it is wrong written here. It should be 24. 24 hours, not 20. So 15 degree every 60 minutes. So it's 60 minutes, or you can say 1 hour. 15 degree Earth travel in 1 hour in rotation time. I'm not talking about the revolution. Rotation and revolution is completely different thing. Thank you, Tanuja, you have submitted. Yes, I will see everything. So for the world time zone, it's clear. First point, 24 hours takes to rotate around the sun, and 360 divided by 24 is 15 degree in each hour. Every hour it moves. So that is the reason, from one place, if we are living in India, other people are living in Chicago or maybe in Moscow or wherever. So that is the thing. So they have different time, we have different time. Even we are traveling west is different time, east is different time, our time. So it's a very confusion. That's why we require a time zone. So entire world is divided into time zone. A color shade you can see on the map. I will show in the next slide. So to get a standard part on a reference part, so Greenwich is in London, everyone is know. So the line, longitudinal line, the north-south line is called prime meridian, and longitude we already studied in our was not able to drag. So if you are dragging, ma'am, Mahua Ashok, if dragging, not able to drag. So the previous slides I will show on on my screen also, if you at the end, don't worry. So prime meridian is a Greenwich time, that is we have considered as a reference is 0 degree. And because we have converted our 3D map into 2D, so it's open in flat. So 180 degree it will be, not 360 degree. So 180 degree wherever it will be, another what we call as international date line. IDL also it is written there. So 180 degree and 0 degree is important factor, and 24 time zone. So 3 part is very important for world time zone. See, this is the map I have shown here. So from our atlas, it's, you can see there is a lots of vertical line is given. It is not longitudinal line. It is a time zone line. So one broken line is, you can see this is called prime meridian. At the end, right hand side, you see that there is a 12 plus is given, is an international date line. So if you are moving from prime meridian to right side, time is increasing. And if you are moving west side, so time is minus, maybe reducing. So if time is in our place is, say it is a 1 o'clock. So if you are moving left 1 block, or it is written 0, 1, -1. So it is the minus time difference is shown on this particular time zone map. You can see it is plotted here -1. In Greenland, you can see -3. So -3 hours from prime meridian. Is that clear for everyone, I believe? And in right hand side, in India, you see it is a 5.5 hour is given. From 0 degree to this time difference is 5.5 hour. Similarly, on west, it is minus, and the top we can see the plus hours is given, minus hours is given. So, and the same what we explained in the previous slides, in the bottom, I have given some fact sheet here. So what are the 0 degree 24 hours and 1 degree in 4 minutes. Also, I have divided into particular one. So 15 degree in 1 hour. So 1 degree in 4 minutes. So it's very easy, simple calculation it is. So I'm sorry, one more activity is here. So this will be very fantastic activity, and I'm sure you people are enjoy. Try this, and I will show on. So if every ready, so I will start it. So for the required course, yes. I'm just if I believe everyone has ready with this. Yes, please enter. And you can see even.
So participants are asking for a code. Is there some kind of a code?
No. I think they have already seen that. No code is required.
Let me just check on my browser whether it is asking for a code or not.
Yes, 26 people has attended this.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So I'm showing the screen. See. Yeah, it is 24 time zones. It was just we have seen that particular one. Please do the next one. It's little tricky. 7 p.m. in Delhi, and what will be the time in London? So countdown has begun. Very small calculation, mathematical calculation. I've not made it difficult for everyone. It's a 1:30 p.m. in London. So 5.5 hours you have to just minus from 7. So it's a fantastic, lots of people, 17 people, yes. Fantastic. So do the next. Can anyone tell? Indian time zone called. Time is up. Correct answer is IST, Indian Standard Time. Yeah, that's correct. Someone has written IST. I will correct it. I will consider this correct. Indian Standard Time who have entered it. So IST or Indian Standard Time in full form. ISD, Indian Time. Yes. Good. The last one on the basis of world time zone. What does it ideal stands for? Fantastic. That's a cool one. Very nice, very nice. Humanists, lots of people are very intelligent and they know what actually they are teaching and reading.
Yeah,
So,
I'm seeing the responses as well.
yeah. So I'm moving to the next. So what we have seen in previous slides of map making process, map elements and everything, what we will actually get from this, if we are teaching people or students or user or they are reading atlas, what actually they get. So they will understand and grasp the knowledge to locate a map and reading a page in atlas. They will very easily, by the name of yes, what was that? Raise hand. Himanis, one user has raised hands, so I'll explain at the end, so it will be much better. Second is understand the point or coordinate system on a map. There is a lots of lines you have seen, the grid line, and sorry, I'm not reading chat. Lots of things is coming over there. So understand the point and coordinate systems. So X, Y. So grid is coming from top to bottom, left to right. Where it is merging, that is particular the point or coordinate of one map. They will very easily understand who will read the atlas in proper way. The third one is map reading with direction, scale calculation, projection, time calculation with the neighboring country. Yes, we have just completed the interactivity in previous one. So world time zone. So familiar about the different type of continent, countries, oceans, geography of the world, ancient civilization. These are the basically different types of maps we have just covered in. World map is also, there is a political, physical and thematic map. So world map has a continent, world continent, world river maps, world ocean maps, different. It's up to the students or the teacher. They can engage their students with different type of tip, what they want to understand. So they don't need to go to just learn, grasp the theory part. They can easily SST part understand by map and by reading the atlas. The next one is the fact of the world and country we will understand. So what are the facts, the country demographic data of particular country in a map. If we want to search, we can find out and understand the demographic data of the country and state. If we are considering about any India part, India specific atlas, then definitely we will consider more data and detailed information about India. If we are making a world map, then world coverage will be in a larger form. And by the reading and understanding this, you can prepare and simultaneously for the student and for competitive examinee, this atlas is equally important, and they can get it maximum from this. So the first part was this. Second part is not that much detail, but I'm showing 1 or 2 slides of our school Eschand Atlas. So it is most of them might be have seen or not seen. You can buy for yourself, or you can write to the marketing team to make it available for your school and for yourself. So this is the Eschand Atlas. And 2 things I will show here, and how to read and use this particular atlas. We have seen already how to read the atlas and how to read the map, how map making and everything was already in the previous slides we have explained. So for this atlas, how to read and use. So next, what are the major USP of this atlas? And we are providing in this pandemic time, lots of has been bring their resources on digital platform. Yes, of course, we have also showing our atlas on digital web resources with different digital activities. So 2 pages I have shown here, the 2 page, that is 4th and 5th pages of our atlas. And that is itself is showing how to read and locate a map, and everything is here. Even you will see in the right image, there's a mapping element we have explained in small part. So these 2 pages is itself tell you and give you broader idea about the map and the atlas where you will find. In the first hand, I have shown the contents page. So different general section, map section, we have some general section about the universe we are teaching, and general section we are teaching about the maps, and the last one is index. I'm showing you one example I have given here, how to read particular index in index. Index is a word, so from where you can find a particular place in the atlas with the help of reference given. It is not index that is shown in the map itself. That is also called index, sometimes reference also called, legend also called. But in atlas, index is at the end you will see lots of names and page reference has been given. So this is about how to use atlas and read a map in our atlas. And the next one is, these are the major and some of the important USP, and lots of things, much more after this, we have explained in our book. So these are the one or two given I have given. So detailed maps is how many detailed and revised and updated it is or not. What are the cartography maps and mapping elements? Some of the things we explained here, and we need some correct and data from that, the collection of data that the mapping process we have explained. So for this, we have taken a map information and data from the socio-economic data from Census of India, that is 2011, not 21, 21 is yet to come. And statistical yearbook is 2019, which is latest available. And all the maps, India or India specific maps, is approved, authenticated from the survey agency, that is Survey of India, called the government agency. Detailed historical maps of India and world we are providing, and places name in index, that is 6584, we are providing. So if you want to look any place in the world, in India or any country, what is mentioned in the atlas, in general, you can find it in our atlas. And the last one is the digital support. For this atlas, we are providing a flip book with 4 very important features, that is animation, slide shows, interactivities, map explorer, and printer. 1 or 2 examples I will show here, how they actually look. I'm showing you. Yeah. So once you will log in and open the web resources of Eschan Publishing, the link I will provide at the end, or by email, or Himanish will share that particular link. So this is the flip book. It is mentioned here, what I mentioned earlier. So entire atlas is given here. And there is a feature to zoom out, to search, to find, if you want to find any place, you can find in digitally here also. And with the help of index, by physical mode, you can find. So whatever you want, you can search it here. So suppose I'm searching any, say, for Puri. So just how many places in the maps it is Puri is gone, and you can see in the left-hand tab, it will display. And see, these 2 pages I have shown. I'm showing you one animation is here. which is, you can see, it is animation. One blinking finger is showing. So that means, what is that? So sound is coming. I don't know. Himanish, sound is coming.
No, there is no sound. This is probably
Okay.
because our mic
Okay.
is also on, no?
Okay. No issue. No issue. So this is the animation part. So explain about the solar system, the basics. And I'm showing you one example of interactive. There's few interactivity you have seen here. So I'm showing you. So this is very simple and very interesting. You will find it on online platform. So drag and drop, the Indian state is here mentioned. So all the polygons. So it's equally very important. If you drag and drop, you will see. So if it is correct, it will be flag out. Suppose it is a Ladakh one I am placing here somewhere. So it won't accept. So whatever the things you will see, each and everything is different interactivity. It is here. So I'm plotting one or two for your example. So this is one type of interactivity. Second is sorry, this is already explained. So this is another type of interactivity. You will see this is everyone teaching in for students. What are the physiographic division of India and where exactly, what is that? So you can just drag and drop. So if it is, we are talking about the northern plains where it is. So once everything is, suppose I'm putting it here, northern plain, Western Ghat is here. So first they will study the general book and even they can understand from here and they can do such type of activity and interactivity in the classroom. Teacher can tell and explain or ask the student to how to proceed this. Once you will complete this all, you have to submit and you see the result over it. So this is another type of interactivity. Lots of explanation we have mentioned in our book about such type of question answer you will see here. One particular, suppose this is right hand side, forest and wildlife is the main topic. So entire question and answer will be based on that, forest and interactivity. So which of the following is correct? You have to just choose simply if which of the following is not in Rajasthan. Suppose I am choosing this and putting it done. It's wrong. So which one is? So you have to give the another example. So it's not it. So answer is, so two chance and then you will see the answer and lots of actors. Suppose next I'm putting it. So Bandipur National Park located where it is. So this type of interactivity and lots of. So what are the different interactivity, animations, slideshows, map explorer? So what is map explorer? I'm showing one is here. So yes, this one. So this is another type. You can see here layer, a reference box. There is, if I'll click on this, there is a hand button is coming. So how many dams in major dams, not exactly, not all the dams, major dams with the river you can display. And the river basin also they study, this is the river basin. So if you want to reset, and then again you can do that. So this is a map explorer you will see. So this is a digital part. So this is the what I explained. You have to log in on this web resources part. This is a link is given here. So I'll provide you the link, so you have to register before getting all the information of this. So you have to register from your school. So there is around 100 of activities is given here in this book. This consists animation, slide shows, picture show reels, animations. And in the second slide page of the flip book, you will see which page is consist which type of activities there: animation, slide shows, interactivities, map explorer. At the end, you will also see there is a printables we are providing. So there is a worksheet for the printout. Print and you can take a printout and ask the student to do such type of activity. So what are the activity? It is based on the maps and the school syllabus. Basically 6 to 10 I'm considered here. An outline map of India in both political and physical you will get in PDF format, as much as you can download it from their link, that particular web resources. And outline map of world and other continents also I'm providing along with that. There is a 12 outline blank map, and worksheet is 12 worksheet we are. So on login of this e-resources Eschan Publishing, you will find this particular one, Eschan Atlas number books and that. What are the feature is given? And the one point is not mentioned here, that is the downloadable. There is a downloadable. I'm trying to show you. Just give me 1 minute. 10 seconds only. So this is the page of our portal. At the top, left side, you can see there is an atlas. I'm showing you this live, completely live. And this is the view resources. You see there, there's a worksheet is given here. So on clicking of view resources, you will see this is the flip book, which was I was just showing earlier. Answer C for the teacher basically. So whatever the question answer in the map itself is given, all the answer is providing here. So these are the blank map of India political, physical. And at the end here, you can see there is a download link is given for worksheet. You have to download it and use for your classroom or for your yourself even. So these are the topics for examination purpose and for a student purpose. They can go through that, all the things, what we have already discussed, and these are the major topics. So Himanis, this is the very quick things and everyone, I'm giving you this is the quiz, which we already learned the process and everything. Please mention your name and school name for this. I will evaluate it here. You will not see there. You can, you will see the answer, what we have placed there on your screen only. So I will ask to start the activity, then you can start. Okay, so I'm giving you one by one the link for activity, for the quiz.
Rajesh ji,
Yeah.
I just have one question. See, suppose if somebody doesn't have a school or a particular place which is correctly mentioned, so can they put their email ID so that it becomes easy for us to track the
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, when we'll be giving out the giveaways that we have for the top 3 winners,
top three,
right?
Top three, yes.
So it will be easier for us to just email them to get the details, right?
100%, no issue, no issue.
So I would request all the participants to put their names along with their email IDs.
Even that will be better. Yeah.
आप सब जितने भी participants participate कर रहे हैं, please अपने नाम के बाद अपना email ID जरूर mention कीजिएगा, ताकि हम आपके साथ बाद में कांटेक्ट कर सके उन 3 participants के साथ जो विनर होंगे इस क्विज के.
So I'm giving you
not on the chat box,
not at the chat box,
not at the chat box. आप जब भी ये क्विज पे पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे, जब हम जो भी लिंक आपको अभी प्रोवाइड करेंगे अभी अगले 5 मिनट 10 मिनट के अंदर, आप हर एक क्विज में जब पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे होंगे वहां पे अपने नाम के साथ अपना ईमेल आईडी जरूर मेंशन कीजिएगा.
They have to only put name and email ID once, because it's the same platform, so every time they will get it.
All right.
Okay. So the first slide link I'm giving you, I will say start, then please start. So this is the find the correct match with the type of maps. Okay. Please start. I hope everyone has done, because the time was one site cannot reached. So might be there is an internet issue at your end. I'm giving you second link. Just copy and paste to the link.
Please copy the URL and paste it on your browsers.
Okay. The second, I have just given ocean and continent. This is the almost similar activity like a element, map element we have done. So start. I've given enough time for this. It's a 2-minute time. So I believe it, most of them will complete within a minute. very easy and interesting. So such type of activity we can make for even physical feature. Okay, so I've received some of the answers I can see. So last 30 seconds left. Unable to drag. So on phone might be, if you are using, so it might be get little difficult, but you can easily drag and done. So I'm putting the third and final one. Hope everyone has completed. So this is the third one. Identify the state image. Very, very easy and interesting. So please participate, everyone. So this is very interesting one. You have to understand and start now. You itself on your screen, you can see whether it is correct or not. Fantastic. Few people has already completed. Yeah, it's very quick and easy to go. We can make it for even entire all 28 states, even union territories name and everything. From class to class, we can complete or we can provide it. Forty-three people has already submitted. Yes, yes, correct. So Himanis, I believe everyone has completed and the time is also over there. So 2 minutes was enough time, I believe.
Yeah.
So any questions, any clarification? I will try to explain or as much as possible for 3, 4, 5 questions maximum at this time, or you can email Himanish for this.
Yeah, I'll leave my email ID down in the chat box.
Mm-hmm.
So any queries from any participant can be, addressed through emails. Because we have already overshot the time.
The time. So they can you just put your email. So whatever the queries and information, they can reach to me or through email or Himanis. Himanis will forward me all the information. I will explain each and every one on the email, or whoever want to reach me directly, they can contact Himanis for my contact details.
Yes, so I'm spamming the email ID on the chat box for the participants. All right, Rajesh ji, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this wonderful and a very informative, very detailed, activity-packed session. And I am sure that everybody took away something from the session, which will help them teach more gracefully. I hope everybody attending the session is enlightened by the wisdom you imparted on us today. And I would love to thank all the participants for joining us today and staying here with us and participating wonderfully in all the activities.
Yeah, whatever the information regarding the atlas and the details, you can just ask your school or your, you can directly even you reach to the marketing team for that atlas and online resources.
So our email ID has been already shared in the chat box. So for any queries, you may please reach us at the given email ID. I would love to thank all the participants again for participating so well. And I would request all the participants to please fill out the feedback forms, which they'll be receiving on their registered email IDs very soon to receive the certificate for this session. And we will be definitely contacting the winners of the quiz that we had conducted at the end of the session, and we'll be giving out the hampers to those lucky ones. So thank you very much all to all again.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you so much, Himanis, for your great help and support.
It's my duty
for making it successful. Yeah, thank you everyone.
All right,
so I'm signing off here
today. Yeah